So people often ask me, what do you do to clean out your black iron pot after you cooked all that goodness up in there? Well, to tell you the truth, it's good to have a seasoned pot. You wipe it out real good before you bring it home to clean it real good. But I'm going to show you how to get it done. So you'll need one of these stainless steel scrubbers, which you can get a pack of them at the grocery store. And you also need some kosher salt. So the kosher salt's pretty thick. As you can see here, it's like almost like pebble grade pieces of salt. Really helps get things up. So this pot is decently clean already, and that's because after I'm done cooking, I try to wipe out as much as I can before I bring this thing home. It just gives me a jump start on the cleaning process. But nonetheless, there's still some things caked up on the walls here, so we're going to get this process started. I sprayed the inside of this pot, and the water looks decently clear, but there are some things stuck to the wall here that we need to get cleaning, and you'll see as we go into this process. So I take my stainless scrubber here and just scrub all parts of the inner wall, the bottom, the sides, every bit of the inside of this pot that I can get. I just want to try to hit all them pores where there could be some caked on food. I even come along the side edges here because sometimes some of the food can kind of even splatter along the edges or even overflow a little bit. So we just get every little bit of this pot and scrub it really good. From here I use the jet setting on my hose and spray out the inside, all the areas that I scrubbed. I just want to hit it with this jet, try to break up everything, which will make the cleaning easier once I add the kosher salt to the pot. So you'll notice right here the water is a bit dirtier, which lets me know we did break up some things that were stuck to the side walls and bottom of this pot. But now that we got that up, we're adding the kosher salt in the pot here, and we're going to use that same stainless scrubber to scrub the kosher salt in all the areas of the pot that we once scrubbed before. The kosher salt is going to be able to get into those pores, and the great thing about it too is it's not some chemical or cleaning product that would leave any kind of flavor or residue on the inside of this pot. So I just continue to scrub this down really good, and then I spray it again with that jet setting on my hose. Get all around the pot here. Every little nook and cranny that I can spray, I am spraying so I can get that salt out of this pot. And there we go. So we go ahead and pour that out. As you can see, nice and cloudy. Salt comes out. Spray it again just to get the rest of it. And then we can move on. At this point, your pot should be clean. If it's not, then, repeat the kosher salt process again, and you should be able to get it all up. But I need to get this pot dried off before I put it on the burner, so I take a towel here and just get all the moisture out that I can get out, and then the burner will do the rest when it comes to drying this thing. So with that being said, it was time to get this pot heated up. Make sure you proceed with caution. At this point, I'm just letting things dry out, letting the pot kind of heat up before I put that new layer of seasoning on it. I kind of almost look for it to start to slightly smoke. And once I see that slight smoke like this, I'll just shut the pot off, and then I'm going to remove it from the burner so I can add a layer of seasoning. So this pot here is my 20-gallon pot. When you're dealing with a 20-gallon pot, it's really good to have a partner help you move this thing because it's super heavy. So I went ahead and flipped it over, and I'm adding grapeseed oil to this pot. Whoa! Had to hurry up and get that there before it hit the ground. So now I just rub this real thin to all areas of the pot here, the entire surface. Now, you don't always have to season the outside of a pot like this, but I do it because it helps to keep it from rusting. But I only do it like every other time. And then next, I flip it over and I season the inside. Just like before. Throw down some grapeseed oil up in this thing and take you a paper towel and rub a thin coat to all surfaces of this pot. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is looking nice and shiny. So I've put this pot back on the burner. I'm turning the fire on again, but I'm going to keep it on kind of a lower setting. I want to gradually increase the heat of this pot and slowly smoke off the layer of seasoning that I have applied. And as you can see here, that smoke is starting to rise out this pot. This is the polymerization process of seasoning your black iron. So I got my thermal gun here. It helps me keep the temperature right where I want it. I like to stay around that 550 degree range, maybe a little more, but a little less. And then I'll flip the pot on its sides here so that I can smoke off all areas of this pot. I want that polymerization to happen to the entire pot. And what this means is that all the molecules of the grapeseed oil will bond together, forming a hard, slick surface on this pot that will make it beautiful for cooking in. So now that I have gotten all sides and the smoke is far less, this thing is ready to go. And as you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, that beautiful, shiny, slick surface is hardened to the pot. And it's not greasy at all. I'm going to show you guys. I can wipe my hand on it. Look at those fingers. No oil whatsoever. It is completely hardened and it's good to go. So now this bad boy can knock out some jambalaya. Look at that, boy. Or how about some crawfish etouffee? Can't forget that chicken and sausage gumbo. Get you a couple more scoops of that right there. Or how about some corn and crawfish bisque? Or how about a beautiful pot of pastalaya? Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is all there for the taking. Get you a black iron pot and get cooking today.